Hey, how you doing? My name is Jay, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the truth behind the law of attraction. Now, the reason I'm making this video actually is because I made another video called The Inner Game of Money. Go on the description, I've linked that video for you. You can go and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But pretty much in that video, I looked at my own experience, and when I had my biggest financial breakthroughs in life, I looked at that and I said, what can I take from that and present to you in such a way that you can pretty much copy it and gain similar results in your own life? And when I posted that video in my community, so I have a community called the Greater Man, and it's a fantastic group of really driven men who are looking to take their life to the next level financially, relationship wise, health wise, get a great body. If you're interested in any of that, you should definitely go on the link and check it out. It is free for now. I don't know if by the time you watch this video it will be free or not, but it is right now at the time of recording this video. So go click on the link, see what we're doing, check it out, and it's amazing. But getting back to the point, when I posted this video, the inner game video on my group, somebody came and said, oh wow, so does that mean that all I have to do is visualize that I'm being financially successful and I will pretty much gain the success that I want? And I thought to myself, oh my God, I think that video has been completely been misunderstood. So I wanted to make this video as a clarification. Now, if you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out. But I am going to summarize what I said there, and it'll make sense to you even if you don't. So in simple words, if you want to achieve anything in life, there are two parts. Number one is your thought. Number two is your belief. And so a lot of people, they try to think their way into the law of attraction. I'm going to visualize, I'm going to think about making all this money, I'm going to see what it's like. But deep down inside, the belief just isn't there. And how do you know it's not there? Look at their actions. So if somebody knows that they're going to make $1 million, or somebody knows that they're going to achieve financial freedom, how are they going to behave? Versus somebody who doesn't have that belief, says that they're very ambitious, says that they're going to make a lot of money, says that they're going to start a business, but they don't ever start. Why don't they start? Of course, they come up with all the justifications in the world. I call them excuses, but all the justifications in the world, saying, oh, you know what, it's not the right time, market is down, right now it's very busy in my job, right now my family needs me, and all these other reasons will come up that are coming from the mind. But if you look at the real reason, if I were to give you this lens that could show you what's going on in their body, I guarantee you there's a fear response in the body, and they just don't believe that they can do it. And so when you're looking at the law of attraction, a lot of people are practicing law of attraction in their head, but they're not practicing it in the way that they feel in their body. And so you got to bring that feeling into your body so you can start familiarizing yourself with it. That is your normal. Imagine if that was actually true, that you were financially free. How would it feel in your body? What would your heart do? What would your blood pressure be like? Would you be, how tense or relaxed would you be? And actually getting accustomed, like getting used to feeling that way. So I'll give you an example. I realized this the other day. I was having coffee with this guy who's a multi-millionaire, and we were talking about confidence. And I told him that this word confidence is all wrong. People say you got to be confident. And he said something very interesting to me. He said, you know where the word confidence comes from? And I said, no, where does it come from? He said, the word confidence comes from the word con man. Like somebody is conning themselves, fooling themselves pretty much. And that's very interesting because that's the complete opposite of what I realized I started feeling when I started moving, I started making big jumps towards my financial freedom. See, I've been trying to be confident all my life, and it never worked because it was all false. It was all not true. I could pretend all I wanted on the outside to be confident, to seem like I'm somebody, but on the inside, I did not believe it. I did not believe that I could make the money. I could not believe that I could get the girl. I could not believe that I had it in me to do something amazing, to do something fantastic in life. And when things started to change for me is when I actually started believing that, bro, I am already financially free. The money is already in my bank account. It's there. It's just that in the real world, that has to catch up. The money has to catch up to my bank account, but it's actually already there. It's a really funny thing, but it's as if I already knew that it was going to happen. I was so sure that it was coming. And in the negotiations, in my conversations, in the way that I conducted myself was completely different after that shift had happened versus before it. So think about this for a second. Think about the figure, the money that you want to make and the money that you want in your bank account that you don't have right now. Imagine for a second that you knew that it was going to come into your bank account. Imagine for a second that you had no doubt about it, that you felt like you believed it instead of just thinking it, right? There wasn't this micro fear response in your body. You know that feeling that you get in your chest and in your body, in your gut, when you say something that you know deep down you don't really believe? Imagine that that wasn't there, and imagine it was the complete opposite. Like, when you play a video game that you know you're 10 times better than your friend at, and you're playing this video game and he challenges you, you know you're going to beat him. It's like the way that you then play the game is completely different versus if you didn't know that you were 10 times better than your friend. So imagine that you know that it's coming, right? Ask yourself, how would you see what's going on in your life right now? All the challenges that you're facing right now. Would you notice things differently? Would you notice different opportunities? How tense or relaxed would you be in your body? What kind of decisions would you make, right? Would you take more risks or not? Would you, for example, when it comes to doing business and you want to go and do a sales call or you're doing a sales meeting, how much more confident would you be? Confident, right? So imagine this. Imagine I gave you a crystal ball, and in this ball, you could see your future. And in this crystal ball, you could see that within the next 1 year, you've made the money that you've always dreamt you wanted to make. Imagine that you could see it and you know it's true and you believed it, and 100% is going to happen now. Ask yourself, how differently would you behave? Would you see the world differently? Would you see your challenges differently today? Would you notice different opportunities? How tense or relaxed would you be in your body? What kind of decisions would you make? Would you take more risks or not? How quickly would you act? If you knew that you're going to be successful no matter what, how quickly would you act? See, the bottom line is this, that your doubt is what's getting in the way of your success. And the more doubt you have, the more often you'll fail. The more often you fail, the higher the likelihood of you quitting. So what I believe is that if you want to be truly successful, the first and the most important thing to do is to fix your inner game. I truly believe that, because imagine you're going through life, on one level you want success, but on another level you're afraid. You don't believe that it's going to happen. You're not giving your best, and you know you're not giving your best because deep down inside you're not 100% bought into your own dream. And it's really difficult to do that, especially if you're on your own. So if you want some help with this and you want to work with a group of men that are on a daily basis leveling up their inner game, come together, talk about it. We have live calls on Zoom. We've got assessments that will actually tell you what level you're playing your inner game at today, what level your inner game of money is at today. Go to the description below. There's a link for the Greater Man. Click on it, check it out. I really can't wait to see you there, and I'll see you soon.